Good evening, I'm Alec Nolan. We begin our coverage tonight with the dire situation in Afghanistan. Taliban fighters entered the presidential palace in the capital of Kabul after the Afghan president fled the country. It seems to be the question on everyone's mind across the country. Where is Gabby Petito? The FBI is now expanding its search area for the missing 22-year-old. Meanwhile, her fiancé, who they'd like to question in her disappearance, was nowhere to be found when law enforcement paid a visit to his family's house this weekend. Republican Congressman Cliff Bentz is in Bend this weekend to meet with Central Oregonians and address a variety of concerns across the high desert and beyond. I sat down with him earlier today to discuss drought concerns, big tech, and his top priorities for Oregon moving forward. 80% of the voters had already pretty much done early voting prior to today. Last year, 15% of voters came in and voted on the last day. That number definitely won't be as high, but she does estimate that maybe 87% turnout in Deschutes County. So if I did my math correctly, it's about 130,000 voters total. That's correctly. We are outside of the Days Inn Motel on 3rd and Hawthorne here in Bend. The identity of the woman has not been released, but we were told by police authorities that it was a 60-year-old woman that drowned in the pool behind us. Tensions have basically hit a breaking point here. There are, from what we have been told, 50 federal agents right now with full tactical gear. The protesters have been out for over 10 hours. Yeah, Lee, as you can see, the snow's coming down pretty good right now. Earlier this morning, though, thousands were left without power due to the storm. I talked to people around Bend to get their reaction. Follow these guys over here. As I said, we were told they were parked at the Les Schwab Amphitheater just behind us here, and that they were going to move in at any minute, and they did. The protesters were sitting down. As soon as the federal agents came in, everybody got up, started banging on drums.
He joins us now live from the side of the wall. Alec, can you describe what it's like out there?
Yeah, Lee, it's definitely a lot quieter than it was earlier. All of the motorcade has left, even some of the organizers. As you can see, we've actually gotten closer to the wall now. It's not fully assembled. It's in this trailer, and it will stay there overnight. Once it is assembled tomorrow afternoon, it will be open to the public. 375 feet long, 7.5 feet tall. I spoke with one U.S. Air Force veteran to learn what the wall means to him and others. And I wanted to start off by talking about the wildfires that really devastated, many parts of Oregon last year. And I know still people to this day are recovering from that. So what can still be done and what needs to be done moving forward to prevent these wildfires from happening? Moving things back to Oregon now, obviously you have a million different things, that you're thinking about every day, and a lot of people coming to you asking you different things. But if you had to list perhaps your top 3 priorities with Oregon specifically, what would those be? Cameron McCormick is a Bend native and tight end for the Oregon Ducks. He played in last week's game against Ohio State, but it didn't go as planned. McCormick is celebrating an upset win, but mourning yet another lost season to an injury. Something, though, he's no stranger to. Carly Keenan has the story. The tragedy coming just a few hours after some crew members had walked off the production over working conditions. Matt Finn has the latest from Los Angeles. Yeah, that was interesting for me, kind of coming full circle. For those who do not know, I'm actually a San Francisco Giants fan. Our producer.
Oh, well, you were awfully excited about the Dodgers.
I was,
You were excited about the game and the sport.
I was excited about the game.
They'll all take a back seat to the White Sox this year. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night.